Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Mark Zuckerberg, just like Elon Musk, he's taking a big risk, and the deep state ain't happy about it. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. And if you're not watching us on YouTube, please check that address in the lower right-hand corner. It's youtube.com/@explainamerica. When you get there, please hit subscribe, absolutely free. It really helps us out. Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Meta, which is the parent company of Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and many other popular properties, he's gotten rid of fact-checking on the site. And if you've been a victim of fact-checking, like I've been a victim of fact-checking, then you know how good this is for free speech. Because the fact checks became opinion checks. I didn't mind when they were supposed to be just fact-checking. I'm like, well, okay, I just put out factual information, so I'm fine. No, I'm not. Because I would do things like write down a quote, word for word, of what somebody like, say, Joe Biden or Kamala Harris said. I would write down their exact words. I would listen to it again and again. I would read transcripts. I would make sure I had the quote exactly correct, word for word. And I would get fact-checked, and the fact-check would say something like, well, that's not what they meant when they said that. Wait a second. That's not what they meant. So now I have to be Joe Biden's mind reader? I have to be Kamala Harris's mind reader to know what they meant? That's an opinion check, not a fact check. You have no idea what they meant. No idea. No matter what they say later to clean up their mess, these are the exact words. Well, Mark Zuckerberg came out and he said what we've all been saying. The political fact-checking has become biased. And it has. And it was only people like me that saw the weight of fact-checking. And I'm not talking about just me, because I rarely got fact-checked because I was very careful. But people like Breitbart News, or Daily Wire, or Ben Shapiro, or they would get fact-checked constantly on facts. And that's horrible. Well, now one Fox News contributor, Rosanna Scotto, I was born and raised watching her on Good Day New York and the News at 10 on Fox 5 in New York. She's a great woman, great broadcaster. She said the biggest thing Mark Zuckerberg has to do and Facebook has to do for the next 4 years is stay alive. Because it is dangerous when you go against the deep state. I want you to watch this video and let me know what you think in the comments.
Dana.
Okay, well, I disagree a little bit with Dana. I think that...
How
You can't do that when you're just a guest.
I am not allowed to do that.
Who do you think you are?
Who do you think this is, Facebook?
I saw the rules and regulations. I thought there was a little room to do this. I just felt like Mark Zuckerberg needs to stay alive for the next 4 years. He didn't know what else to do. He went to Mar-a-Lago. He kissed the ring. He donated $1 million to the inauguration coming up. But listen, you cannot forget those moments with Dana White walking with Donald Trump into those wrestling events. It took your breath away to see everybody there cheering on Dana and Donald Trump. Mark Zuckerberg wants in. He's not a fool. He wants Meta to stay alive for the next 4 years. You don't know what the Trump effect could be.
Harold, do you dare disagree with Dana?
Rosanna's a brave woman. I think a couple of things, but I think this is a long history of business leaders. When you have a new president or new leadership in Congress, I remember in '94 when Newt Gingrich and Republicans gained control of the majority. It was a long time coming, and were business leaders that went to see him. And this is not unlike anything else. I think the tech community, which is the most dominant when you think about our stock market, they're not the biggest employers necessarily, but they are the drivers of so much growth and so much innovation. So it's not, it makes a whole lot of sense. I would differ on the Dana. I think Dana White is uniquely qualified. This was not I'm going to go on a limb here. Some people start talking about DEI over the last year. This is not a DJT appointee. This guy is qualified for this board for so many reasons. And he will be a great addition. Now, did he probably get a better look because Trump is president, or additional look? Probably so. Finally, I hope that the president, I watched the press conference today, and I was pleased with the $20 billion investment. There's been other investment announcements. I hope that cities and mayors and governors are thinking about how to position their hiring and budget and posturing in their cities to be able to attract some of this. But I do hope the president, the meta stuff is very important. There's no doubt about it. But prices, border, culture, that's why the president won. That's what people are looking for. And I hope that the president, again, once this next 13, 14 days go by, I hope he gets to that, because that's where the real sort of the engine will rev up a bit and the rubber will meet the road in terms of what people are expecting from him.
Wow, did you see that analogy? That's how it's done.
That's how it's done.
DJT, DEI. You get that?
Why do you hate white people?
I did not see that coming.
I have 3 at home.
Before we go, Fox stands united with Love One Louisiana in support of the victims and families impacted by the terrorist attack in New Orleans.